Namaste. Welcome to Be Your Own God. This is Samira. So today I'm going to discuss a topic that's going to be a bit controversial, maybe even offensive to some, but that is not my intent. I'm not here to criticize, judge, or even mean anything offensive to anyone. But this is something that needs to be said because it's gotten out of hand. And that topic is religion. Now, if you recall in my last video, I had spoken about how religion is a tool, just a tool for us to realize who we are. I hope there's something that we do realize and can agree upon, and that is that religion is man-made. God did not come on earth and say, hey, this is the way. What has happened is some people were enlightened, whether it be Jesus, Buddha, Zoroaster, Muhammad, it doesn't matter which person it was, they were enlightened. They realized something. And they put together either writings or disciples who started following these people. They didn't go around and saying, hey, you must follow my way. That's not what they did. They led by example. They became enlightened. Buddha, for example, was able to permeate so much beautiful radiance and energy, beautiful vibrations, that people were naturally attracted to him. They wanted to feel and experience what he was feeling and experiencing, and had become enlightened. There was a glow about him, what we call an aura, right? What happens? We live in a world that is so full of misery for us, because our own creation, mind you. But we're so stuck and we don't know the way out. We get trapped with our emotions and our life and everything. And there's so many, if you turn around and look around, we see people who are depressed, anxious, fearful, in pain. They're suffering, ill health, mental illness. And they're looking for an escape. They want to find out how they can alleviate their suffering, because they want to go back to what they truly want, their true essence, which is bliss, love. That is what we are all striving for. It's that we don't know how to get it. We look for it in our outside world, through outside relationships, through outside acknowledgement, through outside validation. Not realizing, again, who we are. So that is the purpose of our soul. Our soul's purpose is to remember its true self. And so we find sometimes people who have come to this enlightenment, and since we cannot see God, and not all of us can feel God, we'll cling to these people. And we created a religion, because they now have so many followers. They have moved on. They're no longer anyone on earth, like Jesus, Buddha. They've moved on. But they have followers now. And these followers are saying, hey, this way is the right way, the only way. And that's ludicrous. Frankly, that's exactly what it is. Can I give you a crazy story? An example, okay? It's like parents. This is something that you all can relate to, either because you're a parent or you've come from parents, right? So this is going to be a little silly, but think about this. You have parents, and you love these parents because you're like, wow, my parents are the best parents in the world. They're always looking after me. They're always supportive. And what are the parents? What is it that they want for their children, right? They want them to be happy and live a fulfilled life. So you as a child of these parents are saying, oh, my parents are the best parents in this world. You go to your neighbor and your neighbor's friends and say, hey, you must come and make my parents your parents. Then you go to your other neighbor and say, you know what? You should accept my parents as your parents. And now you're going to go through the whole neighborhood, the whole street, the community, and you say, hey, accept my parents as your parents. Then you'll say, city, country, world, accept my parents as your parents. That's ludicrous. And not to mention parents would go crazy. Bonkers, right? But that's kind of what we're doing with religion. We're making it ridiculous. Religion is nothing more than a tool for you. It's man-made, not God-made, man-made. Remember that. And it's a tool. But it has to be a tool that relates to you, right? If, for example, if you do not know Sanskrit, for you to follow or read Sanskrit books will make no sense to you. Same with some chanting, Buddhist chantings. If you do not know what it means and you don't understand why they're doing what they're doing, it doesn't resonate for you. English is not everybody's language. They don't understand it. As a matter of fact, English is very limiting. There's a lot of things that don't get properly translated. So not everybody migrates to those ways. So it's not a one-fit-all kind of scenario. Just like I gave the example, there's many paths to becoming healthy, right? You can exercise, you can go to the gym, you can do sports, you can walk, you can diet for whatever fits that person, right? Who are we to say, no, you must exercise this way? And who are we to say you must follow this religion or you must follow this person? Why? What difference does it make to you? But we have taken it so personally and we think that's our mission to either convert or transform people. Wrong. But yet right. This religion has been created to transform and to conform, but not others, ourselves. What are we trying to transform and conform? We want to transform ourselves from our body consciousness to soul consciousness. That is our purpose. That is the purpose of life. To realize we're not the body, but we are eternal, immortal, divine. These religions are nothing more than tools to help us conform ourselves from our body consciousness to our soul consciousness. And to each his own. We shouldn't force anybody else to become something they are not ready for nor want. It's not our mission in life to change people's religion or to make them think that our way is the only way or the right way or the way or the kingdom to God. If they don't want to come to God, to the kingdom, let them be. Why do we feel that we must go and impose our will or our views upon others? Again, going back to the parent example, say a parent has 3 children, right? One, what is it as parents that we want for our children? We want them to be happy and fulfilled. So one child wants to be a doctor, the other one wants to be an engineer, third could be a teacher. Do we say, no, only if you're a doctor, you'll be happy? Do we say only if you are a teacher will you feel fulfilled? No. All 3 are fine as long as the child is happy, fulfilled. We're happy as parents. Religion is just like that. Today, it's a fashion. We're changing religions. We're forcing other people to do something that they don't want to do or they're not ready to do. And ridiculously, we're even paying them. I know there are religions out there who are paying them to convert to their religion. Why? Will they achieve God by doing that? Are we so conceited and full of ego in ourselves to think that we can please the universal God, that he needs you to come and find him followers? That's nonsense, and that's pure ego if you think that. It's not our job to do that. Our job is to transform ourselves to better beings, to self-realization, to realize that we are divine. We are God because we come from him. And we definitely should not be so egoistical or arrogant as to think that he who created so much diversity can only come in one form and one name, can only send one messenger, can only send one a son or daughter. But the thing is, that's what we think. We think that God is so limited. He can only come in one form, one way, and he's only this way, or he's only that way. And that's not true. And that's very arrogant and egotistical of us to think that. And how dare we limit him? We can limit ourselves if we want to. We do it every single day. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm an Indian, I'm American, I'm from this religion or that religion, I'm this caste or that caste, this is my last name, this is my name, this is my job. We've already created so many limits to ourselves. Must we do it to God? Must we do it to our universal energy? Our supreme consciousness? No. We must rise above it. We must realize who we are. And we do that by going within, transforming ourselves. Don't worry about the world. The world will take care of itself. Focus on yourselves. Focus on realizing you're not the body, but the soul. And remember, the religion is just a tool. Just a tool. You don't even need to practice it. You can be an atheist and still realize who you are. There's many ways. You can believe in a form. You can believe in the formless. You can just concentrate on a light, on the sun, on the moon, or on nothing. We've created and given God a form because that's the only way now we know how to identify with somebody or resonate with something. Because we cannot feel or think that God can just be air. We can't think in a way that he's so unlimited. He's the smallest to the small and the biggest to the big, right? So we've given him 2 eyes, hair, a face, arms, legs, and we think that is God. That's who we need to strive for. Not necessary. You can choose a religion as a tool. You do not need to use that tool. It's just a tool. When you go within, you can choose to use a form if it helps, or you can just meditate upon a light, or you can meditate upon nothing. There's so many avenues, so many ways. But the main point, the main takeaway from today's episode is to transform and convert yourself from body consciousness to spirit consciousness. I hope you found this useful. Please do not hesitate to comment below. I would love to get your thoughts on this. And please do not forget to hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and share. Namaste.